Let's have a look at client presentations. Jump in. We can head up into the Books tab up here, but let's go into the schedule first and have a quick reminder. Remember, we had our primary bathroom and guest bathroom. So jump into the Books tab here, and we see all our books. In this case, we're going to create a new book. 5 different books, but we'll focus on design book now. We'll cover some of the others in the last module. Next, here's our themes and page layouts. Look at that module in our training series. It's pretty cool. You can select different page layouts. Next, name your book, and we've created our page layout. We jump in by selecting here. Remember our rooms and IDs tabs. Let's get back to our rooms and pop into shower 115. These are all text boxes, image boxes, and item boxes. You can click on a text box. You've got all the tools at the top here. You can type in, move around, do all the normal stuff that you can do on a certain canvas. Here you can click on any of these item and image boxes and get the menu. Here we've got our add image icon. Play around with some of these. We add, comes up to our image library. Here you can store all your company images, and you can tag those images so that you can easily search to find your inspirational images. In this case, I'm going to select this bathroom here. I think it's from Kohler. By double clicking on this, you can move into the crop mode, and it gives you all of that on canvas cropping. This is the fun part. Here's our room space locations over here on the left. Remember, we can drag any of these locations across onto the book into item boxes. Here we're dragging these across. You can see what's happening. If it has an item in it, it's bringing all the item information. Now remember, these are all configurable. You've got to check out the other module. And then finally, we bring the 5th one along. We don't need that one, so we just hit the delete key and we delete that. And then we can click on this and then move it around. All right. When you click on these item boxes, it navigates to the location detail. Primary bathroom, room space, shower, location 1, shower drain. Here you've got some comments coming out in our summer release, which will be fantastic. History, download the spec sheet, that's all coming. Location notes and install notes will end up on the install doc, and then some information here. Remember that link, we picked up that link when we used the clipper. Here's where it's really powerful. Remember that was my pro tip. Hit click and we're straight to the supplier. Straight from the canvas, which is great. Of course, it's going to be in our install and procurement documents as well, which is fantastic. Now, here, let's click on this one. This is an item we put in, which has got a lot of detail. Here on this flyout here, you've got all the information related to this particular item. Again, remember, we're on the canvas and we can see everything. Technical documentation, install care documents, you name it. All right. Up here is a little bit of a fun function. It's our box layouts or styles. It's the same for text boxes, image boxes, and item boxes. So here we click the drop down and it gives you all of these styles that you've created. Again, there's another module there. I'm going to select one just with the item name and see how it's changed that now to that one. Let's go and rechange it again. Image only box now. And look at that, image only. And then, of course, you can adjust these. You can do these on all of these, all right? Let's bring it back to our original. See how quick it is? Find our original format. There it is, back to the original, all right? From the canvas, we see here this is linked to PL1, our shower control. We click, add item. Directly from the canvas, we can go up and pick our items and add them to the canvas. Of course, our synchronized schedules are synchronized. So when we go back to our schedule, they'll be in our schedule as well. No way you can make errors here. It's super easy. Into the family, pick our Chrome one, drop that item in. Okay, now we've got our page. Let's go back up here in the left, back, and now we're into our book view. I didn't show you before, but here's our back to go into the bathroom layer. So in and out, in and out. Create a PDF. Look how quick this is. Name the PDF. You'll get it down here into our little snack bars. You'll see these around. You can also go to the Documents tab at the top. And now our document is creating. Once it's created, we can publish that document. This is handy because by publishing it, we've got access to a QR code or a link, and then by unpublishing, that link then or QR code doesn't work, which means we've got a new one and it's outdated, so we don't want people looking at it. Get the code, you can print that out, which is fantastic. Click the link if you've got a big book, which is fantastic. You don't need to put it onto Dropbox, and now you've got your book. Look, beautiful, stunning. I've got a blog on stunning presentations. It's so, so important for your client branding. All right, let's get back here. There's a couple of little admin things. The 3 dots again, see there's a little bit of function there. When you roll in between here, you can add page. You can add a page up here. This is powerful. We've just added a blank page. Page layouts. Click on all these and play around. Page layouts. So here's all the layouts that you can set up in the administrative console. It comes loaded with plenty. I'm going to select this one and have a look. This one, yeah, that's the one I want. Click and add, and it'll drop it into the page. You can then jump in that page and do your stuff. New page here. Again, let's do the same thing. This time we'll pick a layout that's just sort of a generic frame layout. There we go. And I'm going to show you one last thing. Over here, we can add image and item boxes. Let's pick an image box. Remember that snippet that we did earlier? Click on it, look, drop it in, right? Now we jump back over here to our elements. So remember we had rooms, item IDs, and elements. Elements are what appears on the canvas. So here's all our text fields. Again, admin console sets all these up, drag them across. If you want variable fields, you'll notice that these automatically load depending on, so you've got dates and book types, etc. Image boxes, drag those across. Item boxes, let's try one, drag it across, right? Drag it over, and then once we've got it, we click on it. We can then pull up some tools here. There's some edit tools. Have a look in the module, super powerful. Click, duplicate, drag in, drop there, okay, and then back. All right, so that is our client presentations in a quick overview. Hope you enjoy.